What's up? Welcome back to Winnie's House YouTube channel. I got my girl Charlene here with me again in the studio, and today we are doing a video on cruise tips, tricks, hacks, things like that to make your cruise experience better, especially if you are a first-time cruise goer. Normally when you take a cruise, you're going to some type of island and you make at least 2 stops depending on how long your trip is. So tip number 1 is to research the ports, and you just kind of want to know what's going on before you get there so that you can plan appropriately. What you pack, what you wear, how much money you need to bring, if there's any restaurants you can eat at, things like that. It's so many tips and tricks. I can't even number these. So I started out like number 1, but to be honest, I'm gonna get lost. I'm just gonna keep giving you these tips back to back, back to back, back to back, like Drake said.
Yep, just like Drake.
To download the app. We took a cruise with Carnival and they have an app that you can download in advance so you know what's going on. So every day there's different events, activities, comedy shows, movies playing, just all kind of stuff going on the boat. And instead of carrying a paper itinerary around, it's very convenient if you have a smartphone to just download the app. Downloading the app will allow you to know what restaurants are open. I don't know about you, but eating out at the restaurants was critical for me. I needed to know what was open all hours of the day so I can know where I could slide in a note to dine at.
Very true.
Normally there's some type of buffets, there's some specialty diners, and then there's like a fine dining cafe. Normally with the fine dining, you have a pre-scheduled time that you can eat dinner at, but the app will tell you that. It will tell you your dinner reservation time, or the 3-hour window that you can eat at. So definitely download the app.
The app is called Carnival Hub.
If they take a Carnival cruise. But this video should be applicable to multiple cruise lines.
Well, with Carnival in particular, they did have an option to, if you wanted to chat with who you're on the cruise with and different people, but they didn't tell you it cost $5. And I was like, I'm straight.
You didn't have to chat with strangers for $5?
No.
Because we can do that on Snapchat for free. We were doing that on Snapchat for free. So no, we need to do that.
This right here is a lanyard. This is very important to keep your key card because you don't want to lose it, because if you lose it, we'll tell you about that later, what happens. So with this on the cruise,
tell them about losing your key card.
It was one spot on the cruise on our floor where we can go iron. Literally one ironing board, and it was a couple dresses I needed to iron. So I went to go iron it. Made sure Whitney went back to the room.
Like, go to the room and get ready. I'll be down there in 10 minutes. You head back. You know how to get to the room, right?
Sit here and iron everything like that. Snapping somebody on my way back to the room, getting lost. The cleaning guy was like, he looked at me and I looked at him, and I'm like, and I started going the other way. He's like, your room's this way. And I was like, oh, okay.
We're only in the boat for a day at this point. This was like day 2 on the boat.
Then he let me in the room and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I think I lost my key. And that's like the worst because I didn't want to lose my key. They were selling these on the boat, I want to say, for $6.99. I got ours off of Amazon, 3 of them for $6.99. So this gets you into everything, or pays for everything that you need. Check going into the clubs, like all this, they scan it, so it's very important.
Key card is like your ID on the ship.
Yes.
It's like your ID, your credit card. The lanyards that Charlene bought, it's retractable.
Oh.
How convenient is that?
You can like roll your stuff so you don't have to iron, because ironing was blowing me completely. I wouldn't recommend ironing on a cruise.
So I mean, that's a tip for later. It's a good tip. It's a good tip. But when we get into what you should and should not pack, I probably would have grouped that in that section.
Okay.
But it's all right, it's all right.
It's a little preview.
We're just gonna keep rolling with it. We're just gonna keep rolling. It's about money. Number 1, if you are taking a cruise to a different country, to research and understand the conversion rate for American dollars to whatever country you're visiting dollars, because sometimes on the island people like to pay with cash, like American US dollars, so that they don't have to convert their money in advance. My second tip as it relates to money is to definitely pack small bills, because most times when people go to islands, they do 2 things. Either they take an excursion or they shop for souvenirs and food. And if you are like just planning to buy some souvenirs that are $1, $5, small amounts of money, some 1s, 5s, 10s, things like that, I think would be very helpful for you versus bringing 20s, 50s, 100s. As a safety precaution, number 1, you're probably not gonna spend all that money. Number 2, they might not have American dollars to give you in exchange, so that means you will be coming back with whatever island or country you're in. You will be coming back with that type of money, which is cool if you want to keep it for a souvenir, but if you want to get back to the US and spend money, clearly you can't do anything with it. So a third reason that you want to bring these smaller bills is that normally when you travel out of the country, sometimes you go to really poor countries and they don't have much, so you don't want to put a target on your back pulling out these big racks of money that's not even needed to buy a souvenir or pay for a $10 meal. So money tips, money talk.
gonna roll right into beverages, okay? But we noticed that some of the other cruisers brought their own water bottles.
So generally the cruise lines will provide you with water, iced tea, and lemonade for free.
For lunch and dinner. Breakfast, they have orange juice, apple juice, and like some kind of
pomegranate juice.
Yeah, it was something, I don't know, passion fruit, I think.
It was delicious.
It was really good, but it was only for breakfast. When I was on a cruise, I was over it.
But the point is, if you want pop, liquor, wine, any of that stuff, you have to buy it from the bar. Hey, we crossing all kind of points here.
This. You have to buy with this. Don't. Everything has to go on this. You can't slide no cash. You can't slide no card. Everything goes on the key card.
So with beverages, our recommendation was to bring a water bottle with you so that when you are dining at these buffet style restaurants, you can fill your water bottle and you can, carry that with you throughout the ship or back to your room.
You can pack wine or canned pop. It's a certain amount. You got to see the regulations for the cruise line that you're cruising on. Drinks can range between $9 and $15, and that's just one drink.
But if you know you want pop, if you know you want mixed drinks, if you know you want liquor, beer, things like that, then definitely check into the daily or trip long beverage pass.
One more thing too is the gratuity. I went to go get one of those drinks that one day, and I looked at everybody else's receipts, and nobody else's receipts had an extra gratuity added, maybe because they had a package, but on mine they automatically added gratuity, and I was kind of like, all right. Mm-hmm. So I didn't add any additional because I already paid enough.
So basically, gratuity is one of the fees that you should expect to pay for if you book a cruise, to pay for the wait staff, the housekeeping, and all the other services that they provide you. Mm-hmm. So Charlene gave y'all a little preview into what you should and should not pack. One of my first tips in this section is to pack a sweater. It gets cold on the cruise ships. Different venues you go into, they have air conditioning. So you dining in at restaurants, air conditioning. Go to a comedy show, air conditioning. Even though you may be sailing away to some tropical island where there's 80-degree weather, sun, and clear skies, definitely pack some loungewear. So I'm a fan of leggings. I wear leggings every morning, but then guys wear a lot of basketball shorts and sweatpants and things like that because once again, you just want to be comfortable as you navigate the ship.
Elegant night. On every cruise, there's an elegant night. People get real dressed up for this. They also will take pictures of you. Hey, come take this picture.
They're gonna flag you down and take the pictures. They're gonna have these different backgrounds so that
all
they don't have
kind of
chandeliers, white couches, fake ballrooms, just cruise backdrops. It may say the cruise line you're on or the destination when you're going to, just all kinds of cool backdrops for elegant night.
These are not free.
No.
$21.99 for an 8x10.
They were high quality photos now. They were some good photos.
They were.
They had us looking like models. Like they were
It was glamour shots.
Or they put a filter on it. They did something because we were popping in those pictures.
We just looked good.
We did. When you're packing, you definitely want to bring comfortable shoes for you to wear in the airport and as you explore the cruise ship, but you also probably want to bring a pair of gym shoes. I'm a fan of gym shoes. If you are on a bigger ship or a newer ship, they'll probably have a basketball court, a fitness center, a tennis court, a track, golf. They have things like that where you probably want a pair of athletic shoes with you. So comfortable shoes, athletic shoes. You also probably want to bring some sandals, some flat shoes, because normally people lay out in the deck, they put on their bikini, but you also even may want to use the sauna, so sandals will be helpful for that. But then you also want to bring some shower shoes, because I don't know about y'all, but I treat the cruise like a hotel where I don't necessarily want my bare feet touching the ground at the bathroom. We went on a Carnival cruise, lost some stuff in my room, moved the bed. We found a pair of dirty panties behind my bed, and I forgot to tell y'all that. I should have told y'all that in the cruise vlog. Just that alone lets me know that these people may not be doing this thorough job cleaning the ship as you would do at your own house. True. So just me as a person, I'm bringing shower shoes.
Also, you want to bring some extra bathing suits and sunglasses. If you're there 4 days, for sure bring at least 4 bathing suits.
It's sanitary. What?
Well,
you saying it's nice. It's sanitary. If you are on a 5-day cruise, or you cannot be wearing the same bikini.
That's true. I didn't think. Some people are trifling.
Yeah, some people.
I know.
They do have a laundry room, but I'm just thinking like it's not realistic to be there washing your bathing suit, letting the air dry. I'm not gonna put my bathing suit in the dryer because I don't want to ruin it. So for sanitary reasons, bring multiple bathing suits. Unless you're just not gonna swim.
I didn't wear any sunscreen while I was there. I don't really tan. I just turned a little red, so I was a little red in this area. Not that.
Let me just tell y'all. All people, black people, brown people, yellow people, purple people, green people. Sunscreen is not a matter of whether or not you burn. Sunscreen is a matter of protecting your skin. If you watched my 5 tips to beautiful, healthy, radiant skin, then you know sunscreen is a must for me. For my daily moisturizer, there's SPF 30 in it. So when I go out in the sun, I'm using some type of sunscreen.
I didn't use
sunscreen is important. And you need to protect your skin.
I didn't want to protect it this time. I just wanted to be out in the sun to see if I was gonna get a little darker, okay, y'all? I'm real light.
You can still tan
Okay, well, fun fact.
I'm trying to educate my friend. I don't want her to burn. She over here trying to get a tan. I'm trying to protect her skin from the sun's rays. Bring sunscreen. That was my recommendation.
Motion sickness. I didn't get sick. But if I was the one to get sick,
then definitely pack medicine. But if you think that you'll be okay and then you get there, you feel a little uneasy, another thing you can do is call room service and tell them that you are feeling a little uneasy, feeling a little motion sick, and then normally they can bring you something to try to help settle your stomach as well. Cruise hack.
Yes, I brought me a towel that a friend got from Puerto Rico for me. So I brought that towel with me because I was going to use it on the deck. But when we went to our room, the towels were kind of hard, so I wound up using that towel to like dry off and stuff.
Like they wasn't using no fabric softener.
Yeah,
Carnival wasn't using no fabric softener. I love y'all as a cruise line, but we gotta do something about them towels. My last suggestion for things that you should also consider packing in advance is rain gear. Nobody wants to think about rain on their tropical vacation, but it does happen. So you definitely want to bring a lightweight waterproof jacket. Some people even bring an umbrella, but just something that will protect you in the rain, because when you get to those ports, if you booked an excursion, normally the excursion is happening either way.
Right. Money paid, you're not getting it back.
Yeah, whether it's raining or sunny out there, that excursion is still happening. So you want to be prepared and try to get the most out of your day.
I was laughing because we had went out on the deck and the floors was wet. And I was like, maybe they was mopping and people looked at me like, it was raining, what's wrong with you? I literally thought they might have mopped the deck, but it had rained before we went out one day, so.
It rains often when you're in the middle of the sea. You maybe just don't notice it if you're in your room and you don't have any windows in your room.
Because that's extra.
Next up, let's talk about excursions. So if there is something you for sure want to do, then definitely book it in advance to secure your spot, your family spot, especially if it's a big group of people, such as snorkeling, deep sea diving, swimming with dolphins, something like that. If you are planning to do something with the water and you're like us, you want to take pictures for Snapchat, you want to vlog it, then definitely buy a waterproof case. I just bought this from Amazon. It came in a pack of 2. It was like $9, and it also comes with a lanyard. Depending on what excursion you are trying to do, pack clothes and shoes that you don't care about getting dirty and or thrown away after it's over. Me and my family and friends went on a trip to Jamaica. A group of them went to go do the ATV type tour where they were riding these 4-wheelers and they got dirty. Face down to their feet were covered, needed to take multiple showers to get that dirt off of them. You don't want to go shopping and get brand new stuff only to have it ruined on this island where it's so dirty that you don't want to, you know, put it back in your suitcase and bring it back home. I definitely pack shampoo and conditioner, even if it's only a travel size, because you don't know what adventures you are going to get into on those islands.
I did want to take down my hair while I was on the cruise.
Girl came with braids. Wore her braids for 2 days, 3 days, took down a whole head of braids.
So unfortunately, I did have to use the shampoo inside of the shower, which was okay, and then I used my own leave-in conditioner.
We went to like the store on the cruise ship and they did not have conditioner.
No, they just had a shampoo that was about this big.
Oh yeah, that just blew me. That they did not provide conditioner in the room and they didn't provide it for purchase either.
So a friend of mine let me know that sometimes the luggage is not to your room when you get to your destination. So in my backpack, I brought just to throw on if I want to change after the flight, you know, washcloths and soap, a few other items that I packed in my backpack.
Underwear?
Yeah, underwear too. I didn't want to say underwear. Yeah, I brought some underwear.
But I'm gonna say it. We gotta keep it all the way real on this Witty Styles YouTube channel. So while you're planning your cruise, don't forget to plan your transportation. I'm talking about coordinating your flight with your shuttle service to the port and then also your embarkation / debarkation. So you want to make sure that when you get to the airport, you have a way to actually get to the port where your ship is sailing away from. We tend to use shuttle services. My mom taught me about that when I took my first cruise with her. If you haven't watched that video, I also did a Carnival cruise to Cozumel, Mexico. So I'm gonna link that above. Shuttle service is a major key because it's way cheaper than doing like a Uber, a Lyft, or a taxi. We booked a shuttle service for 2 people round trip, like to the cruise the day of, and then from the cruise back to the airport for $60 for 2 people, right? So that's $30 a person for a round trip.
Yeah, let me just add in there, just so you know, a one-way trip to the port was $115 through a taxi.
$115?
It's still too much.
Way too much. And then we also did a Lyft just to double check and see what those prices would be, and I think it was around $80.
Yep, it was.
And then also it's just more comfortable on a shuttle because it's basically like sometimes a double-decker bus, and they have staff working who will, you know, load your suitcases underneath the bus. So just bigger, good customer service, more convenient, more easy for you, and it's also cheaper. I also mentioned embarkation. That's basically once you get to the cruise ship, that's the time of day that you're allowed to actually board the ship. There's generally 3,000 people trying to board that same ship to go on the same adventure as you. So basically you have to do it in shifts. Though I do have one negative about
shuttle. Oh, you about those kids?
Kids?
Oh, so
let's talk about it.
The Disney.
She don't like kids?
I do like kids.
Against the kids on the bus? That's not what I was gonna say.
No, it was a
Whitney loved the kids. That's not what I was going to say, but go ahead.
It was Disney cruise, so it was a lot of kids. So with kids comes germs.
If you take a shuttle service, keep in mind that you may not be the only stop. So you may get picked up from the airport, but they might be stopping at 3 different ports along the way before you get to your destination. So one, I guess, con of taking the shuttle is that it may take a little bit longer to get from the port to your destination. Then another thing with the shuttle is that they generally only run during certain hours. So when we arrived in Florida to go over to our port, everything was good, no issues. But when it came time to come home on Friday, the shuttle service only ran from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., right? So that means if you were not off the ship and in line to be on your shuttle, you were gonna get left. And we had already prepaid, so that would have been what money wasted. And then obviously you have a flight to catch, so you wanna make sure that you are coordinating these times with clears throat, checks edges.
Okay. In conclusion,
we hope that you found value in this video. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to argue any of the points or tips we share, let us know all that in the comment section below. Definitely check out our other cruise related videos if you like this content. While you're here on my channel, on my page, watch some more videos. Give us some likes, drop us some comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
bye.